Hello coloring friends, how are you doing during this stressful time? We are on lockdown too, sitting at home and a little bit more time for coloring, and let's have a look at what I managed to complete during the previous week. The first picture was colored for a Sami's coloring challenge, and the prompt was color a page with no shading, just straight coloring. So I chose quite a simple illustration, but not mandala. It's from Color the World coloring book, and I colored this page, which represents African textiles, kente, and that's how it turned out. Nothing special, just nice combination of colors, and that's it. Pure anti-stress, and this prompt is done. The next book is Fairies 3 Line Art by Christine Karen, and here I chose Lilac Fairy, and that's how she turned out. I colored it quite quickly in 2 days because there is nothing much to think about what colors to choose, not many details, but I enjoy coloring it, and it turned out quite gentle. Usually I choose more contrast combinations, I would say, but still I like it. Here I used Polychromos and Prismacolors, and the background I did with Arteza brush pen, 2 layers, and it looked like a bit textured, and I wanted to leave like this because I think it's used for this picture, not smooth effect but rather like this. And I was joined in coloring this picture by Anja. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, and that's her picture, her lilac lady. As you can see, it looks different from mine, and though it's quite difficult to color in something different in such a simple illustration like lilac, woman, what else you can think of. But anyway, her fairy looks different from mine, and that's what interesting in body coloring. You see how different people see same picture. Thank you, Anja, for joining me. It was really a pleasure. The next picture is from the Princess Coloring Book by Anne Kronheimer. It was my whip from the previous week. And now I completed this picture. It is this Indian dancing girl, and then that's how she turned out. I used Arteza brush pens as a base level here, and then I used Prismas and Polychromos for shading, and the sky is done with pencils only. I like how bright it turned out, and on her dress there is a little bit of glittering gel pen, and here it was like blank space, and I decided to use stencils to make it looks like a floor, maybe, I don't know, tiles. It was fun coloring this book, this illustration, and I was joined by Mary in coloring this illustration. Now you can see her picture. As you can see, it looks different from mine in her own style, but very beautiful. Thank you, Mary, for joining me. And then the biggest work of this week, it's from Worlds Within Worlds coloring book by Kirby Rosanes. It's my second completed illustration from this book and second double spread. I was in the mood for coloring big pictures, big double spreads, and this is how the page turned out. I will be honest, I'm quite happy how it turned out, just the way I imagine it. Straight away, when I saw this picture, I wanted these creatures in red blood color and these galaxies in these colors and on dark blue background. And only later I have to think about what colors to choose for the surroundings, trees, plants. It took quite a time to color it because I used color pencils, and only for the background at first I used 2 layers of Arteza brush pen, and then over it I used Kohinoor Mondeluz watercolor pencils, but without activating with water. And all the rest, it's colored pencils, Prismas and Polychromos, and white gel pen for obviously for these white stars. And I did this leopard in yellow because this is the key for the next page, and I want these objects, keys, were in different color to be seen straight away on the picture, like in previous illustration. And this one also is key because that's why I colored it in different color, not like most of the page that you could find it easily. And I was joined in coloring this double spread by 2 girls. You can see the first illustration now made by Mary, again the same girl who colored the Indian dancer. Again, very beautiful picture and very in Mary's own style. And the second picture is from Aya. Again, very different result. Again, very beautiful illustration. Thank you, girls. You make such coloring even more fun when you know that some other people coloring along with you, and then you want to see the results. It's very interesting. Thank you once again. And so now about my plans for the upcoming week. I need to do some other works during this week, and also this color along video about the March color along results. So I will have a little bit less time for coloring, so I didn't plan much. And the first in my plans is doing it next prompt from Sammy's challenge, and it is a color by number page. I have to be honest, I don't like color by numbers. I bought one book some time ago. It's from Creative Haven, Mandalas color by number. I wanted to try, And besides, I really liked mandalas in this book, but after coloring 2 pictures I realized that it's not really my thing. I prefer to choose my own colors, and besides, after coloring I still can see these numbers written and I don't like it. But as there is next prompt is like this, color by number page, so I will be coloring in this book, and I choose this mandala, little bit detailed in the middle and more larger sections on the outside. And then I planned just 1 picture for the next week, and it is from Coloring Heaven calendar. This is March. Illustration by Kelly O'Gorman. If somebody have this illustration and wants to join me in coloring it, you're welcome. This calendar, I always forget that I have it, and I forget coloring in it, so that's my plan for the next week, so I will not forget, and I'll be working coloring this picture. And that was all for today. Stay healthy, stay positive. Thank you for watching. Bye.